Hi everyone, I'm starting to capture some videos for the LeetCode daily challenges and I'm gonna post them here. So if you have solved the daily problem, you can skip to the end of the video where I bring up some variations of the problem, and those are more challenging and interesting for you, even if you have solved the problem. So let's just take a look at this problem. This is an easy one. We are given a string nth s of even length. We want to split it into two halves. The first one we are going to call it A, and the second one is B. And then we define what when two strings are alike. They are alike if they have the same number of vowels, and they could be uppercase or lowercase. That's it. So we should just count the number of vowels from the first half and from the second half and see if they are equal. So for that, I'm going to define a function and an extra function to count the number of vowels. So if vowel count s0 and n by 2, which n is the size of s, if this is equal to vowel count s, n by 2, and n, return true, return false. That's it. We just need to define this function. Int vowel count string s, int start, int end. Please notice that the start is inclusive and the end is exclusive. So here the start is inclusive and is int I equals start, I less than end, I plus plus. If is vowel si, I'm gonna increase the result. So I need some result. And then at the end, I'm gonna just return this. So for that function, I just need to use vowel. Bool is vowel char c. If or we can just have a string here, a e I o u, a e I o u. I can put it in a separate variable for clarity. String vowels, and if vowels contains that, so return vowels that find c is not equal to string and post. So that means if vowels have this character, return true, otherwise return false. So that's it. Let's run it. Yeah, and let's submit. Okay, so all right, I'm gonna come up with that was this problem. It's easy. Let's take a look at the variations and see how we can change this problem to make it harder and harder and more interesting. So for the first variation of this problem, a counting problem comes to my mind. So I want you to count the number of strings f with the same definition of the problem. So here, the number of strings s that the first half and the second half are alike. So I want you to count them when the length is 2, when length is 4, and in general when length is 4. I'm gonna do 2 and 4 for you, and then I'm gonna ask you to do k, which is the general case. So when length is 2, we have two situations. So either 0 vowels or 1 vowel. So when 0 vowels, that means we have 21 options for here and 21 letters for here. You can just, for the sake of this counting problem, you can only consider lowercase letters. Okay, and if there's 1 vowel, okay, 1 vowel, 5 times 5. So the answer for 2 should be L equal 2. The answer would be 21 to the 2 plus 5 to the 2. This is the answer. So when length is 4, let's see what happens. So something that you can notice is that the first half is not dependent on the second half. So we can count the first half and then multiply it by itself. Let's count the first half. So we can have 0 vowels, 1 vowel, and 2 vowels. So for 0 vowel, it's going to be 21, 21. And this is going to be multiplied by itself. So 21 times 21 to the 2. For 1 vowel, it's not that. Let me just get rid of this. Okay, for 1 vowel, it's going to be like this. Either the first one is vowel, so 521, or the second one is vowel, so 21 times 5. So this is gonna be, we are gonna add these two together, so it's gonna be the first half. For the first half, it's gonna be 2 times 5 times 21, because we add these two, this one and this one, we add them. So it's going to 2 times 5 times 21, and then we are going to multiply it by itself, or to the power of 2. This is length 1. For length 2, all of them are vowels, so 2 vowels. 2 vowels. It's going to be easy. It's going to be 5 times 5 to the power of 2. So that's going to be 5 times 5 to the power of 2. So because we still have 5 and 5 here, so 5 and 5. So this is the answer for k equals to 4. So this one plus this one plus this one. And the key is that we iterated over the number of vowels, 0, 1, or 2. And for the general case, for k, you can do the same. You say, hey, the length is k. What happens if we have 0, we have 1, we have 2, we have 3 vowels, and count them. And if you have any questions, you can ask me in the comments. I'm going to give you more hints to solve this counting problem.